So what we learned so far? Let us continue hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing. Let's take a look at our wallpaper. Here we go. So hypothesis testing for the mean, then we're going to talk about hypothesis testing for proportion later. So let me write this for you here. So this is our third column that I'm writing this here. See? Perfect. Let's write down the steps for hypothesis testing that we learned so far. What is our first step? Hypothesis testing for the mean. So we have to identify the population parameter. Is it mean? Is it proportion? Is it standard deviation? Is it variance? Which one is that? Then we look at the standard deviation of the population. If sigma is given, if sigma is not given, sigma is not given. So what are the steps? What would be the first step? Very first step is to check to see if, guys, I'm waiting on you. You have to answer this. We have to follow everything. It is 7.2. We're still on 7.2, Fabisa. Okay, what's the first step? Everyone, I want to hear you.
N is greater or equal than 30.
Very good. N is greater than equals to 30. It's very first step.
And or no population or is normal distribution.
Or population is normal. What would be the second step? Class, I'm waiting on you.
Find which categories.
Very good, very good. Identify the type of hypothesis that you have. So what was the first one? Null hypothesis says
Mu is equal or greater than K.
very good. Alternative?
Mu is less than K.
Very good. Or
mu is less or equal than K. Mu.
Class, I'm waiting on you. Not just one student. Elaine, thank you so much. You're doing an absolutely great job. But the rest of the class, I'm waiting on you. This is a super important chapter in our class.
H small being that mean is greater or less than or equal to K.
Very good. Less than equals to K. Alternative?
Alternative is greater than
Mu is greater than K.
Nice. Thank you very much. Or?
Mu is equal to K.
Very good.
Or mu is not equal to K.
Excellent. Thank you very much. 3 categories. What would be the next step? Step 3. What is?
Level of significance.
Level of significance. Thank you very much. What is your alpha? Level of significance. There you go. It can be 1%, it can be 2%, 3%, 5%, 10%. What would be the next step? 4. If sigma is given, what are we going to use?
Z.
ZC. Perfect.
Z.
Z value is equal to?
S bar minus mu divide sigma n
times
n square n.
square root of n. So what if sigma is not given? What are you going to use?
T table. Use T table.
T, very good, which is, what do you think? X bar minus mean divided by S times square root of n. So we're completing the table. We are completing the table. If sigma is not given, we have to use standardized test statistic, which is T equals to X bar minus mean divided by S times square root of n. Next step. Step 5.
Find the area.
Area. You have your Z. Remember ZC? You have the area. Now, area. What is the area of Z? And when you're using T, what's the area for T? Next step, find
P-value?
P-value. Thank you very much. Find P-value. The same here. So P-value. What's P-value? What's the definition of P-value? Definition of P-value. Everyone, either write it in the chat or say it out loud. What is P-value?
P is and they have the 3 option.
P-value is the
Probability?
probability of
The left.
Area below the graph.
The area of the left.
P-value. P-value. The definition of P-value. P-value. Remember the video that I showed you? What is P-value? Is the probability of obtaining
Meaning a sample
Statistics
statistic
with a
is a
value
value
extreme as
or
extreme or more extreme
than one
than
determined
the one determined
from
from
their
the sample.
sample
very
data.
good. Very good. Excellent. Thank you, Adnan. Thank you, class. Thank you so much. That's the definition of p-value. Remember, we have to find p-value. So depending on the category you're dealing with, we find p-value differently. If this is the first category, what is the p-value? What is the p-value in this case? The area? The area
To the left.
to the left. If this is the second category, what is the p-value?
Area to the right.
Area to the right. So just let me erase this. This is the only thing that is different. So if this is the second category, the p-value is, let me just put this one here. Area to the right. And what if it's the third category? What's the p-value? 2 times
2 times area to the left.
to the left. Excellent. Thank you very much. What's the last step? Step 7.
P less or equal than alpha. We just HO.
Very good. If your p-value is less than or equals to alpha, it means that you have to reject the null hypothesis. Then reject the null hypothesis. If p-value is greater than alpha, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Again, chapter 5 is all about following the steps. Chapter 8 which is related to chapter 7, there you deal with 2 populations instead of just 1 population. So if you understand these steps, you feel comfortable about them, you feel absolutely comfortable with chapter 8 as well.